Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage, Huntsville. Y'all know why y'all here. Anything I say is alleged, and in my personal opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only, and all of the things, it is not personal, you guys. So today we are talking because content creator slash YouTuber Black Titanic, shout out to her, exposed the truth, you guys, about Stormi's quote unquote arrest, you guys. That never happened. One look at the video that Stormi posted after the fact, after she announced her quitting from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Have you ever seen anybody get handcuffed from the front? You usually get handcuffed behind your back. And since when are you allowed to be filming yourself in handcuffs that you got from Temu? Can you make it make sense? Full makeup, all of these things. So anyways, Black Titanic had posted on her platform, on her channel, the actual document that happened. And no, there was no harassing communication that Stormi wanted to say in the episode as a dig for what Martel was charged for, trying to get a rise out of Melody, and it flopped. And this also was before the Live with Reality King Huntsville edition episode that was taped with Mel. That also both parties attended, you guys. So how scared and afraid and terrified of Black Titanic were you? That you could be in the same proximity, you could be in the same room with her, and it's nothing. But basically, it was harassment. Black Titanic was the victim, and she was the person that made the decision to drop the charges. There was no such thing as it was dismissed, or that Black Titanic failed to, come to court and respond, and all of this other tomfoolery. And this is what I'm talking about, you guys. Why lie? And it starts at the top as far as I'm concerned. Because Carlos, this is the real reason Carlos King is sick of the fans. Because we're going to expose every fake storyline you got out there. And the lengths and the measures that you were going to protect Martel Holt. And trying to, strategically schedule around these court dates, these random hiatuses, and all of a sudden the show just randomly just comes back. Oh, I'm not in charge of the schedule. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. But once again, let's talk about the real reason Stormi quit the show. All of these attempts to victimize herself, to make Mel fans, Mel supporters, to seem like they're these bullies, that there's these people who are just stalking them and are just showing up unannounced. They are fearing for their lives. They're terrified. They need security. All of these things. Never show proof. Never show receipts. And no, a screenshot from Facebook of a comment of somebody being pissed off is not enough for me to convince me that somebody's a melometer that's doing this. No. So, nonetheless, since we already know Martel knew that there was a warrant out for his arrest, conveniently he turns himself in right the first day of filming. Conveniently, Stormi is turning herself in for an arrest that didn't happen, you guys. Can you make it make sense? To make it seem as though, that people are just putting you in jail willy-nilly and have set you up
to do all of this stuff. No. This is the problem. Carlos King, you can't play in the people's faces. You can't insult the intelligence of the fans and then get mad when it gets exposed and continue to recite the same lies over and over and over again just because you have a larger platform. No, because collectively, everybody that is going to see this for what it is going to expose the truth, is going to display the appropriate documentation and receipts to show that this storyline was one big flop. And once Mel gave Stormi the cold shoulder on the girls' trip and did not respond to Stormi's attack dog mentality and trying to get back up from Destiny and trying to get back up from Letitia, and they really thought that they had Mel this time. They really thought that they were going to see Mel break down and cry, that they were going to see Mel cuss them out and go off on them, and Mel did not give them anything. And in that moment, Stormi realized there was no chance that she was ever going to be the star of this show. There was no chance for her to ever make an imprint on this show, so she decided to run away and quit. Because a real Leo, would have known how to handle themselves. And if you had came at Mel correct, like an adult, like a mature person, maybe you would have gotten an actual response for her. And Shanita wouldn't have had to chime in. But you already came off as if a producer told you, you need to push this hard, you need to hammer hard at how much Mel's fans are a problem and how much the MELOMETERS are an issue. You need to hammer this home so that you can stay on the show, so that you can come back next season and all these things. So Stormi's out here looking crazy. And Mel didn't respond to the crazy. Mel did not respond to the unhinged. Mel did not respond to the out of order behavior, just like she doesn't in real life, you guys. So nonetheless, Stormi realized, oh, this was my storyline, because I'm not going to talk about any issues that's going on in my business. I'm not going to talk about anything real that's going on with my family. I was the bone collector this season, started off the season instigating the Martell arrest and talking about it with Nell versus talking about it with Mel. Instigating the Trisha, Marquez, Ken, and Martell storyline that also flopped as well. And then your big storyline in conjunction with other people that they were going to utilize the MELOMETERS as a storyline was your quote-unquote arrest, where you're handcuffed from the front in full makeup and designer clothes. No. That's not how that goes. That is not how that goes when you get arrested, you guys. Can you make it make sense? They're not going to allow you to have your phone filming what's going on. No. But again, people who, are so anti-Mel, people who can't stand Mel, they're going to believe anything these people say. Just like Carlos King is twisting around why Stormi quit, is trying to blame the fans, is twisting around why Tiffany quit, is trying to blame the fans once again. No. Maybe if you stop doing these reckless storylines and trying to convince the people that it's real, instead of showing these people's real lives and what they really have going on, it wouldn't be all of this. It wouldn't be all of this foolishness. But you attacking fans and thinking that nobody is going to respond to that and that nobody is going to do anything about that is completely and utterly blasphemous. But I am not surprised. I knew this was a fake storyline from jump, just like Martell's storyline is fake. Thought that you could try to get sympathy for Martell, and it totally backfired. It backfired so much that he was barely on the first half of the season. So, nonetheless, what is the end game here? What are we supposed to be anticipating the rest of these episodes? We have another episode again, you guys, featuring this girls' trip. Because there's no other content. The content was supposed to be, we are going to make Mel the face of this trip so she can be ambushed. And she's going to get ambushed from all cylinders, right? You know, where we're going to have, you know, Letitia and Kimmy initially come out and start complaining. We're going to have Nell throw in her little jabs. We're going to have Destiny be the ooh-ah surprise and bringing up the respectful cheating, which makes zero sense because Mel and Tel are not together and haven't been together for almost 5 years. So nonetheless, it's clownery. It's lame, trying to bring up old tea, old lies from yesteryear just to be on the show, and you have the audacity to be mad at the fans who are calling out the BS that you do not have a storyline if it does not involve Mel, Sunny, or Moses. And then Stormi was supposed to, you know, pull in the big grand finale because she brought in Trish. So it was supposed to be an ooh and ah. What happened with Martell? Was this during the time him and Mel were married? Was this encounter at Mel and Martell's marital home? Oh no, another woman. We gotta get Mel upset. This is going to break Mel. This is going to ruin Mel. And Mel divorced Martell. So none of this matters. Also a flop. And again, the grand finale was Stormi's, you know, her big scene that production was gassing her up to do to attack Mel, attack the MELOMETERS. She was going to have, you know, all this support. Everybody was going to chime in and just make it seem like the MELOMETERS were the worst people on earth. And Mel gave Stormi absolutely nothing. Because it was ridiculous, and it still is ridiculous. Where is the proof that the MELOMETERS and Mel supporters are so unhinged, are so out of control? For the most part, they're all successful, working businesswomen who are on their games, who are on their jobs, who have households to take care of, who have families to take care of, and taking care of themselves. They don't have time for this other foolishness. So stop generalizing any Mel supporter or MELOMETERS to justify your hatred. No. You thought milking this one situation and completely lying about what actually happened in the situation was going to garner sympathy, was going to make so many people so scared of the MELOMETERS. And all it did was it made people, even people who didn't even like Mel, see her perspective that it made zero sense for her to say anything. Because nonetheless, where was the proof that, you know, the people have self-identified themselves as MELOMETERS, number one. And number two, even if Mel does say something, and she has said something in the past, people are going to make their own decisions. But nonetheless, all of the chaos, all of the doxing, all of these threats, all of these things is not actually coming from the MELOMETERS. That's what's so funny. All this projection is not coming from the people who support Mel. The people who are doing the doxing are the people who are anti-Mel. The people who are calling up these businesses and trying to be messy and secretly recording people and doing all this other foolishness, arguing with the cast members and all of this other foolishness, that's not no MELOMETER. That's not no Mel supporter. please direct me to the channel that is a MEL supporter and a MEL fan that is doxing people, that is cussing out cast members on their platforms, is calling their businesses on their platforms, and all of these things. Where is the proof? And again, a screenshot of a Facebook comment means nothing to me. Because anybody can create an account on any of these social media platforms and say something completely unhinged and completely off the wall to get attention. But nonetheless, there is zero proof, there is zero receipts. This completely backfired. Carlos King now is trying to, rewrite history and take this out on the fans because he doesn't have the balls to say MELometers or to say MEL herself. So he now is hiding behind, what he really wants to say, but can't keep MEL's name out of his mouth every single week on Mr. Mondays. Even on her birthday, was trying to cause mess, was hoping that Latrice would come in and join in on the bashing, and she saw through it and was going to be of her own sound, of her own mind, of her own opinion, and it pissed off Carlos and Destiny. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.